St. Paul, where some residents say they're not happy with town council. The reason council has decided to go ahead with putting photo radar on the streets, even though there was a petition with more than 700 signatures against it. With the petition being shot down because of technicalities, people of St. Paul will start seeing photo radar enforcement within the next month. Fraser Snowden has more.
Strong message that they do not want this, and they've totally turned a blind eye to it because they're, in our opinion, focused on the revenue side of things.
Emil Shapka helped organize the group against photo radar and is upset council isn't engaging the public more. Residents believe a good alternative is to have a bylaw drawn up to require the RCMP and peace officers to enforce the speed limit. But the town of St. Paul has stood by their claims and believes that radar enforcement is the way to go.
Unfortunately, it's not working. They can only do so much to address the issue, and it's still happening in residential areas as well, and as people come into town from primarily the north side of St. Paul.
Now, the photo radar isn't going to be stationary along the sides of the road. Officials with the town of St. Paul say it's going to be moving all the time.
It is a peace officer who moves around the community. You don't know where he's going to be, but he'll be in some of the zones which are designated by the RCMP in the St. Paul bylaw.
And not everyone thinks it's a bad thing.
Like, I see the need for it because a lot of times we're coming into town and people are passing you going, who knows how fast they're going.
With a school right on the main strip, council states this will make their streets safer. And even though the contract is signed and radar will start soon, Shapka says they are looking at their options.
Right now, we've hired our own legal counsel. We're looking at other options, but I think ultimately this is going to be settled in the court of public opinion come next election.
In St. Paul, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
As we told you on Newcap News these past few weeks, Kemp Community School has been asking for Lloydminster's help in Indigo's Adopt a School campaign to win thousands of dollars worth of books. And the support has paid off as they've won first place in Saskatchewan.
This book is from 1952.
Librarian Gina Hansen will now have more updated books to fill the Kemp Library after finding out yesterday morning with the entire staff that they had come out on top.
It was kind of a relief and kind of exciting, and the kids were over the moon. We're looking at some things to support our science curriculum, and the teachers have wish lists coming out my ears right now. It's great.
Besides winning the $10,000 worth of books, the school has also received more than 560 books donated by residents.
Between the media, city council, other schools, former students, former staff, it's been incredible. Even students here took their own $12 and adopted, and donated.
Kemp School won first place by nearly 1,000 votes. It was a chance to learn more about fire safety in the border city as the Lloydminster Fire Department hosted a special open house last night for the community. It was a busy night for the crew at Fire Station Number 2 as they invited the public to learn about what they do as they mark Fire Prevention Week.
It's our opportunity to share fire safety tips with the public, let the kids and the parents have a look at the equipment that we use. Every opportunity we get to train the public, it's good for us.
And those who came out say it was an opportunity they couldn't turn down.
You don't see this in a lot of towns, and it's nice to get some people to come out and see it and experience the city and see what the city has to offer, especially the fire department.
It's unique to see. There's a lot of young crew out here. I've never met them before. We're new to town, so it's kind of cool.
And even the kids who came had their favorite parts.
I like that truck.
Fire Prevention Week runs until October 11th. As families and friends get together this Thanksgiving, there are still many people in the border city that are alone for the long weekend. That's why the Olive Tree has an open invitation for a Thanksgiving dinner at the Anglican Church Hall.
It's for anyone who's passing through the city and doesn't have a place to go, anyone who is here and maybe lonely over the long weekend, or for people who
Originally, Spiro's restaurant held this tradition, but the business felt it was time to pass it on to someone else. Staff at the Olive Tree are honored to carry it on.
I guess we have the same heart as what he did. We would love to have as many guests over to our house for Thanksgiving dinner because we ourselves don't have family here. We're going to do Thanksgiving turkey and gravy, stuffing, cranberries, ham, potatoes, vegetable salads, and of course pumpkin pie.
Doors open at 5 p.m. on Monday. For more information, you can call Denise at 780-808-5928. The Thanksgiving long weekend is here, and if you're looking for something to do, Heather Klages has some ideas in this week's edition of What's Happening.
It's quiet right now at the Lloyd X grounds, but before you know it, the spotlight is going to be shining on some of the best in Canada. The Bull Riders Canada Finals taking place this weekend at the Lloyd X grounds. Tomorrow night, the big final show. That's when some big prizes are going to be handed out. So don't miss your chance to see some of the best. The show will begin tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Adult tickets at the door, just $30. Get out your walking shoes, and you know what? Get out your dancing shoes as well, because on Saturday you're going to need both. It's the Harvest Moon Lantern Walk starting at the route Saturday evening at 6:30. It's kind of neat because they take a different walk every single year, and there are a few local performers along the walk as well. Then when you come back, well, there's a bit of a dance. So hopefully you can check out all the fun this Saturday night. This weekend, we're giving you a chance to extend your summer, even if it doesn't really feel like summer. We want you to win a copy of 5 Seconds of Summer self-titled album. It includes their hit, She Looks So Perfect. If you want a copy, it's really easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontests@newcap.ca. And we want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. And looking ahead to next week, next Friday night, you can take a trip down the Vegas Strip at the Vic Juba Community Theatre. There's going to be some great music from Elvis, Tom Jones, and Neil Diamond. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Klages, and that's what's happening.